Hey, it's September the 11th, a day to remember, a day to reflect and journal and see what God is trying to tell you about today. You know, storms happen, and the stronger a tree and the deeper the roots, the more likely it can withstand a storm. I know many years ago, America had a little bit of a storm there, and people are still feeling it and seeing it. It's, a day that we remember, hey, things happened and it's just, it permanently affected so many people's lives. America was affected. You think about where you were when you heard the news and how painful it felt. God got us through it. I mean, if we have our roots deep and we are following godly wisdom, because I heard stories where people were supposed to have gone to work that day at those places and something kept them from getting to work on time, and they didn't go to work, so they were saved and their lives were spared, but others, so many lives were not spared. And it was a storm in people's lives that day. It was a very massive storm that shook all of the country. It did. Do you remember where you were? I do. My kids were little. We were on our way to the park. I was just pulling into the park when I heard it on the radio, and it was um, very. My dog's here. One is wanting to play. Well, back to the conversation. Yeah, our lives can be forever impacted, and we need to have a faith that's stronger than us. Our roots need to be deep so we can handle the storms that come our way. Look at a tree. I'm always thinking, I see trees. There's something about trees that just gets me every time. And those trees that are older and that have their roots really deep. A storm will come and blow. The leaves will fall. The tree will feel some pain. And some limbs are pruned away. That would be the weak stuff. And sometimes the weak limbs in our life need to be pruned away. And if we don't prune them, a storm will come and prune them for us. So thinking about that in terms of also today, we have in my area, they're predicting we're going to have a hurricane. Preparing for storms. See, that storm on 9/11 many years ago they weren't prepared for that. People were not prepared. A hurricane is one that you can kind of prepare for. And you need godly wisdom and counsel to be able to prepare for even this, because people are buying up stuff like crazy and not saving anything for people that can't. So use wisdom when you're preparing for a hurricane or storm, because like a tree, if we don't watch out for those new trees that were planted, the young trees, maybe in the faith, and this goes with anything, that if the stronger trees, take up and hoard everything, those young trees won't make it. The young ones in the faith, look at this. He's like, what about me, Mother? What about me? I'm so sad. It's so sad. He's so sad. He needs his mommy. So I'm going to get off here in just a moment. But yeah. So think about those things. Consider how your decisions are affecting those that are younger in the faith, that are young trees. Their roots aren't yet quite deep enough. And protect, don't neglect others that are younger in the faith and younger in their roots, and they need that. Keep that in mind. If I have to evacuate, I evacuate. I'm not going to worry about it. I got water in the spigot. I can fill up. I've got pitchers. I've got bottles. I can fill up the water. And, since I still have some poundages, I can fast, I feel pretty good fasting. I can think clearer. Right now, I'm in a fasted state. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. I feel pretty good. I'm not hungry. I had my lemon vinegar water. So, yeah, that's probably enough you want to hear from me. I'll probably have coffee very shortly. And, yeah, I feel good. I feel like I've got energy to spare. I don't feel exhausted. So, yep, be wise in how you are preparing for whatever storms that may be coming in your life. And remember those that lost loved ones back on 9/11. And, always, keep those things in your heart that sometimes lives can be forever changed. We move on, but we don't forget what happened. We move on from our pain, but we don't forget it. We never forget those things. Loved ones that passed on, you don't forget those things. You pick up the pieces and you attempt to move on. Looks like they're working outside. All right, I'll talk to you later. So have a great day and prepare wisely with God's help. Bye.